When you've got an iconic image, like this portrait of the gentleman, but you've got a dull and boring background, you can easily replace that background in Affinity Photo version 2.6 and give it a great depth of interest. Now there's a man who fits the background. We don't know what it is, but it's certainly better than the dull, boring background that it used to be. So let's have a look at how we do this in practice. We've got the picture of the man, lovely moustache he's sporting there. And what we can do this in two methods. We can use the selection brush tool, or two, we could use the object selection tool, which is kind of like the artificially intelligence, the AI operated one. But let's start with the simple one, selection brush tool. This is available on all iPad versions and desktop versions. Now I've got the brush size set to around, let's make it a nice even number, 70. That's about the right size. Now we just go up here, go around, just follow the pattern around there, just touching the Apple Pencil to the image, follow it around there, go up there, get the cap in, go around there. Now we need the rest of his moustache there. Oh, that's gone out a bit too far there. So I'll just go to subtract. I've probably got it set a bit wide. Okay, 20. Now we've got to go back and add bits in. There we go. So you can see how having a big brush makes it a little bit awkward. We've got his cap up there. Now we can go to refine. I've got the entire image of the man in there. Go to refine. Are there any bits there that need some work? I can't really see any at this stage, but there might be some. Could be along the top of his cap there still, so we'll just brush along there. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. I might have taken a bit out actually, looking at that. But anyway, new layer, because when we apply this, I want to create a new layer that's only the gentleman. So you click apply and there it is. It automatically closes that layer and just opens the selected layer. Now you can see where I made that mistake on his cap. I shouldn't have done that. So let's go back. Select the brush tool again, so we've got the controls. Now I don't want to do that refine bit, so I'll just go to there, same as we did before, selection, new layer, and apply. There we go. Now it's a little bit smooth around the cap, but that's okay because that will fit fine with what we're going to do. Now you can see it's not got that one down there. There's the full picture. There's the selection that we ended up with. Now we can go to the stock set of images, and I've used Pixabay there, and I found the picture of a factory, which I'll just drag across there and put about the centre. Leave it go, and of course it's way too big. Now, because I'm on an iPad Mini 6 here, I have to drag the toolbar up and down a little bit, but that's all right, don't worry about it. Then I'll go to transform, go over here to the move tool because I want to select that image there. That's that one there. Go back to the move tool just there, and you can see it's 5616 pixels by 3744. Put the lock on so I can reduce it. Make sure it's locked into the centre. The anchor is in the centre down the bottom there. Now I'll go back up to here, and just by stroking the pen down, you can see what I'm doing. It's reducing the size of the image proportionally. Lovely picture inside a factory with beams of light. Now it's coming down, we can see the edges. Let's bring it down to about there. Now the move tool's on. There we go. That's got it centered. Just bring the size up. And it's just outside the boundaries. That's fine. Now, we've got that there, but what we want to do with that is bring it down to below where you're looking at the man. There we go. There's the background, completely changed. The factory floor is emphasised in the back, and the man with perhaps working clothes, but not a very working man moustache, I don't think. But who knows? This might be the 1800s. But that's how you can easily and quickly change the background. Now remember, we used selection brush tool. We could have done the same with the object selection tool. So let me just do that. Let's get rid of that image. We'll get rid of that image. Turn that one back on. There's our original image. Let's just go to the object selection tool, and you can see I'm just hovering there, and that's selected the man. Too easy. Go up to refine. It's refining him again. Now we don't want to do any refinement on that. That's almost a perfect selection. Go to new layer. Don't forget new layer like I nearly did, because we want a separate layer. And apply. And there it is, transparent background. There's the gentleman there. Once again, we go to the stock studio. And I'll once again bring in the image of the factory, which is there. Then we go back to the layers panel. Now you can see the selection is there, but it's hidden by the image. Go to the move tool so we can move that around if we need to. Go to the transform studio. Make sure it's locked on the center, which it is. Make sure the anchor is on, anchor and the lock, and select that and just bring it down. I mean, you could leave it full size if you wanted to, if you only want part of the factory, but I like to see where the edge of the image is sometimes. So I can now move that across. It's pretty much centered. There we go. Now I can just move that up so it's filled out the edges. Go up there and deselect everything. There we go. Go back to the layers panel. Take that layer and drag it down below the gentleman. There we go. That's nice and easy. Change the background on nearly any image. If you've got something in the foreground, like a person, and you want to put a different background on it, you can change those holiday snaps with mucky backgrounds, and you can put your holiday snaps of your family and friends into any background you like. It's just easy as that. Okay, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe, click the like, click the thumbs up, share it with your friends, and any of those wonderful things. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.